So I'm curious why people are so afraid of having their fear-based paradigms debunked. Good morning, my friends. Another gorgeous day, slightly overcast, but still a nice cool temperature, leaves looking gorgeous behind me. I had a video go live this morning called What the Dark Agenda Really Is. And I love to watch when a video goes live. I love to watch the analytics to see who's watching it, to see what's going on, and see if people are liking it, and see if people are clicking on it. And it's very, very interesting to me that when I put up something that says something like this, something that goes completely against a fear-based belief, I instantly get people who unsubscribe. And I find that fascinating because the video itself was a video about there is no dark agenda. The dark agenda is just living on the good and evil paradigm, the devil and God paradigm of the old times, when in reality life is just experience and people are self-interested. And, people will do bad things because of their own self-interest. But the video is all about undoing the fear-based concept of a dark agenda and a group of people who are out to do evil just for the sake of doing evil. And I find that whenever I do a video that debunks a fear-based belief or also challenges the belief of Christianity, the divinity of Jeshua, saying that he is, God on earth, I instantly get people unsubscribing. And then about 2 hours later, that same video will have 3 or 4 new subscribers. I find it interesting that people will only go so far in releasing their fear. I often talk about the idea of the velvet cage, where we're very comfortable in our paradigm, but we're afraid to open the door and fly. And that's what I like in this too, is I'm showing them they don't have to be fearful. I'm showing them that fear-based dogmas and fear-based ideologies are just making you having a fearful life. The reason they unsubscribe is because I'm no longer filling the pillows of their velvet cage. I'm not filling the pillows of their velvet cage. I'm not helping them feel comfortable in their fears. Well, I'm good with that. I don't want you comfortable in your fears. I want you comfortable in your love. I want you comfortable in loving the world and realizing that the people around you in the world are also just loving people who are desperate for love. Even those people who are in their own self-interest doing bad things, they're desperate for love. They've just mistaken power for love. And so it's a matter of realizing that all people are inherently good, but somewhere in their lives, something has happened that has made them fearful. And the deeper you go into that fear, the deeper you go into that anxiety, the worse it becomes for you, the worse your world becomes. And when someone comes along speaking love and you unsubscribe, it's because you've gone as far as you will out of your fear. The question is how long do you want to stay in that fear? How long do you want to live in that fear? How long do you want to be going through life with that furrowed brow, prepared for the next shoe to fall? How long do you want to live that way? How long do you want to live in a life that is so stress-filled and anxious about the next terrible thing that's going to happen, instead of creating joyfully, creating a loving world, creating the experience that you want to live? I go to Egypt. I walk through Egypt. I travel all over the country for a month. I'm treated beautifully. Run into somebody else, he's treated terribly. Why? Because he was fearful. He was the one living in that fearful place. And so he was fearful. He got fearful experiences. I was loving. I got loving experiences. The question is that moment when that person clicked unsubscribe means they're no longer subscribed to a loving message. They're no longer subscribed to hearing something opposite than their fears. They're no longer subscribed to releasing that anxiety. They're actually saying, I'm done when they unsubscribe. And I'm not talking about I'm not trying to keep viewers. If you want, truth is truth. And if my truth isn't resonating for you, great. But when I notice in the analytics that people are unsubscribing on the ones where I'm directly going against their fear-based beliefs and they're unsubscribing, I look at that as an interesting statistic. These are people who are unsubscribing because I'm debunking their fear-based beliefs. Why would you want to hold on to them? Why would you want to grip them tightly and not let them go? Why would you be offended by someone saying that you don't have to be afraid? Because that's all my channel is, telling you to live a loving life and not be fearful. Because that is really the key to living a happy and joyful life, is to live a loving life. When you live that loving life, you end up with an experience that is so beautiful and so for lack of a better word, charming. It's you just start to enjoy life. You start to enjoy your experience. You start to have a wonderful time with the idea that you can create, that you are the one creating. And in that creation, you can create fearfully, you can create lovingly. But if you're unsubscribing because someone challenges your fear, or if you turn someone off because they challenge your fears, the question isn't about their belief, it's about yours. Why did the concept that you shouldn't be fearful turn you off? Why would you want to be fearful? Why are you living into a fear-based experience as if it's your personal truth, when in reality your personal truth is a choice? You get to choose fear, you get to choose love. And I understand why people unsubscribe. It doesn't match their truth, but their truth is fearful. I challenge their fearful truth. And I'm going to continue to challenge their fearful truth, because my truth is loving, my truth is caring, my truth expresses a loving world that I want to see come into existence. And I see coming into existence. I see people every day. For every one dislike I get on a video, I get 100 likes. So I see more people who are opening to love than succumbing to fear. But for those who unsubscribe, I'm only making this video for you to ask yourself. You might be unsubscribed, but you may see this video eventually. And if you see it, I want you to ask yourself, why did a message of be loving and don't be afraid make you unsubscribe? Because that really is the question you have to ask yourself. Why is that your truth? And if that's your truth, is your world expressing that truth? Is the world fearful? And if that's the case, understand, my world isn't. My world's loving. And yes, things are happening in the world out of fear, but all I can control is my part of the world, and I live in my part of the world lovingly and caringly, and my part of the world is loving and caring. So you guys, that's all I really wanted to say about this morning. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.